Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? Pretty good here. So today we got some brackets made up for hanging this diesel heater that I showed you the other day there, which is still sitting here. So I made up these sweet brackets, and I just took basically some angle iron and got some measurements and stuff, and drilled some holes to mount to the wall, and then some holes that hopefully will still line up to those holes there. So this thing here is what I come up with for running the exhaust pipe through the wall. Now one of these will go on one side of the wall, and then one of these will go on the other side of the wall. I'm going to have to, of course, carve out a little bit of foamy stuff depending on, you know, kind of where it'll go. And then this is going to be fun to try to get back together. I might need help from Dylan or something. I re-drilled the holes to mount versus these. And I can't think of what these things are for. I've seen them used as like table legs, and you'd screw this to the bottom of a piece of plywood and then screw in like a leg into there, but I'm sure they're used for actually something plumbing. But anyway, so I kind of left about a 1/2 inch gap because that's what I got on the wall. Pardon me, is a 1/2 inch plywood, but that could be, you know, whatever. And so what I want to do is, for the exhaust, I'm not going to do that tonight because it's pitch black outside. I can't see what's going on out there. But what I want to do is basically get that guy mounted. One of these on one side, one of these on the other, and then right in the middle you can see like the threaded thing there. That's a threaded collar in there that I kind of made to fit. So the pipe will run through here, and I don't know if it'll heat up and transfer out too much. But basically, when I get it on, hopefully this is going to work how I'm wanting it to. I get it in the hole, and the plywood should hold that little pipe thing there, and then I want to put a bead of silicone, high temp silicone around there too. Maybe that'll help the heat distribution stuff, you know what I mean. But anyways, for today we're just going to try to get this heater mounted and then screwed down. I gotta try to remember which side was which side now. I think this was the left. It's gonna fit about there somewhere. I had them marked, but then I sandblasted them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the right. Okay, so what we'll do is I've got already kind of pre-mounted it. Holes already in there, so I'm just gonna screw the screws back in. And that should be enough to hold things, and then we'll line things up top here. And I brought little bolts and everything to mount this guy on. So hopefully that'll work. Now, I guess I could go either way with this heater too. I'd kind of rather have it here and then maybe duct the whatever somewhere. I don't know which way I'll duct the thing, or maybe just have it blow straight out. I don't know. It's probably better to have it go into the room, but if you get it kind of going here, it might, you know, do like the kind of around, right? It might circulate the heat around either way. But anyways, let's get you on a tripod and we'll get mounting this thing. I also got a longer tube for the exhaust too, to see if it would maybe kind of cool a bit better, but I don't know. Oh, did I leave the other one? I took it with me into Home Depot there too. Yeah, I did. It's in the truck still. Took it with me to Home Depot to get it sized up with this stuff for the exhaust. So let me go grab that too here. We'll get you on a tripod and then get this feller mounted. All right, so yeah, this is of course the guy there. And the tube should fit right through there real nice. And I'm just kind of worried about, because, you know, there's still going to be like plywood here, because I still have to screw it through something, right? For these things to sit on. So kind of want to try to fill this hole with, well, silicone. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, I don't know. It might still get really hot, but I could have done it without that collar in there, I guess, too, but I think that might have been probably worse. At least it's going to have something, but maybe that'll radiate the heat more, make it worse again. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's the tube we use, but it's definitely hot. You can see it's definitely tarnished it. It got so hot in there, but it's about the same color on the outside it is on the inside, so it's interesting. But this stuff I got here, I'm presuming will fit. It looks too small actually to me. The end here might be too small. That's it there, and I think that's going to almost fit inside of that. I'll try it on there, but I don't even think that's going to work. Now that I see that, but anyways. Okay, well, let's get mounting this guy here. All right, I'm going to use my impact driver gun thingy here, and that'll speed things up a little bit. Now, yes, I did have these marked. I can't remember which side is which now. I think that's the outside one here, but... And this is actually some really nice paint I use. It's John Deere green, of course, and it's just like trim-clad paint from Home Depot, but it's really nice, smooth, silky stuff. It's going to kind of put that loose-ish there, so it can maneuver. And see if this is going to be right or not. Figured I better put it kind of a little bit lower so I can fill it up, right? It's not really too much good if I can't fill it up. That's a little better. Alright, let's just see. We might have to just move those hair a little bit just to get these to line back up. I got lots of hardware here, and it should be all good. It'll just take a minute to thread everything back together. That's a fun little project, though, cutting and welding, and didn't bring you along on that. I do apologize for that, but this generator is probably not going to sit here when this heater's in operation, of course. But now these are both. It's still not really solid, is it? I get it much more now. That's why I drilled like 3 holes in them. And now this is probably going to vent underneath that workbench outside there at some point somewhere, but we can move that workbench too. It's definitely movable. So where's my holes? One there, one there. And yeah, I think we got them backwards. Oh man. Okay. Well, we can take them out again. That's like a number whatever screw. What the heck number are those? I got a whole box of them here. They're number 12s, 1.5 inches. Figured that should be enough to hold that thing. Let's try that. I think that might have her. Now I gotta figure out the what I'm gonna do for a power source too. You can almost use a computer power supply, a 12 volt on that maybe, but I don't know what I'm going to use for that yet. Uh-oh. Did I mess something up on this? Huh. No, I can just do this. Maybe. Okay, let's get one side in here first. So, this is all the fun part here of trying to get everything together. And all the little bits and pieces we need here for all this. I don't know if I left. It's there. Yeah, I should have enough for washers on the top and bottom. Oh, it's probably not needed. This one's gonna be fun. Figured this should be mounted fairly solid here. So hence why we did it this way. Yeah, this has got to come over quite a piece here. Oh, I got a rubber hammer, don't I? Oh, I can't get to it. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's just a bit too tight, maybe. A little bit too awesome. Here we go. Now we can move it. Okay, that's got her pretty well there. Oh, we had her. Good. Now one of these, oh, might have been that one. I had to shave it, I was a bit too close. One of them. Oh, geez. Fingers that don't want to work. Of course, it's the last one. That's got to be a nuisance, but if it would just stay in one spot. There. Just, it's a good fit. It's a good snug fit. Now this one should be okay. Now this is gonna be hard for me. Get this one started. Yeah, I think that generator here, I probably won't need it, to be honest. So we might even just move him to the other container or something for winter. Ah, crap. Where'd that go? Oh, I see him. Okay, we're gonna have to get a couple of 7/16 after 2. If I can get this to start here. Crazy on this one though. Okay, that's good. So here's our power cord. It's gonna have to get hooked to a battery, and it might even just sit on maybe I'll put a shelf right next door or something. Or something underneath maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Because it's gonna have to have a battery tender basically put on it too, right, to keep it juiced. Alright, get in here and I'll tighten these down. Get a tight fit here too for that, but I don't have a coordination maybe. Maybe better if I went this way. This ratchet's been weird. It keeps going into the center all the time. That's better. Oh yeah, and we gotta screw it. More screws into the wall too. Okay, this will be a good test for my left hand. Really used it for ratcheting a whole lot. but I can hold maybe and ratchet this one. These ratchet wrenches, I think they should have had these 100 years ago. They're pretty handy. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not though. Oh, what happened there? Oh man, going the wrong way, bud. Oh, there goes the nut. Ah, crap. Thought I was going the right way. Give me a sec, I gotta find all those parts again. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again there, bud. Thought I was going the right way, apparently I wasn't. I blame it on the ratchet. Let's see, I did it again on. That's pretty good. And let's get the last one here if we can. I don't think that's going to go nowhere. All right, now we need another 4 screws. Should be more than enough to hold that little guy up. That looks like pretty good, I think. It should be all right. I wish these were like the, not the countersunk kind of screw. I wish they were flat ones, but this will work. Good. I got something sweet to show you after we picked up on the Facebook Marketplace. And something I was kind of looking for a wee while, but they're so bloody expensive that I never picked one up. But anywho, there's that. Okay. So this will be a bit of a guesstimation of where I want to run this hose. And the more of this that stays inside is the more that's going to be heating something up, right? So you're best to try to get her kind of 90 and right out. It's going to be pretty high though. It's going to be almost to the... might have to change our approach there a little bit. And I don't know where... Best to kind of go there and then 90 up to it, I guess. See, this stuff's re-moldable, I think. So we could bring it, I think now. It's really sharp, though. You don't want to cut yourself, right? Pretty cool stuff, though. It's stainless steel, apparently. Or Asian stainless, we'll call it. So if we go like there, maybe. It's going to be interesting to get that figured out, but we can mold it later once we get the hole drilled through. But for today, actually, I want to try fitting this thing on. I don't think that this is going to fit on here. And it probably would if I just have to expand that guy a little bit, I think. We just have to try to peel it open with something and then it might fit on. I don't know. Something. So, I got to think too now, when we go to mount this, I wouldn't mind actually just drilling a little hole through here, you know, see where it's going to poke through outside there. I like it to be out and down a little bit, but you can't go too far. You don't want to go too far. with it. Let's think here. It's still going to be pretty high there for filling, isn't it? That's not too bad though. Can's about, you know, it should be all right. Use a little funnel. But let's just pull this guy out of the way more so I can actually get down here. Yeah, this is, I don't know if this was supposed to be an extension pipe or that's just a main pipe again, but it's too big to go into there. But to me it looks too small, you know, for going on the thing itself, so we'll just use this guy, I guess, for now, and if this thing fails, then we'll have to go with something else. Okay, I'm old, and it takes me a minute to get down here. It'll be way worse to get back up, I'm sure. Crap, now which one's which? I don't remember. I think it was that one. Yeah. Because this one's a little bit bigger and it doesn't fit that one. So. Okay, so. Oh, it's going to be tricky to measure this. Where's my tape? I think if I go off the floor and basically the bottom of the siding should be about the same. So we'll be, we've got a bit of pipe here. I just don't want to be too high up here, you know, and then it's kind of right in the bench here, because if I didn't have to move the bench, that'd be great too. So that's going to be about, this would straighten up a little bit too. This is pretty cool pipe, actually. Pretty neat stuff. Could do it that way too. I guess it'll fit either way, right? Yeah. Okay. And it's definitely cut the eye of the bowl, so let's get a rough measurement here, and I'll measure outside. We could make her 29 inch at the center of the hole. This would have to go up a little higher and then out. Like I say, it's probably better to have less in here. Okay, I'm old, I can't get up. How embarrassing, eh? Jeez, I need to get my feet on it. 29 inch, let's go outside and measure that. And I'll let you know if that's going to work out here. Let's have a rough see here. Yeah, so 29 inch. That puts it right about level with that bench. So that sucks, we need to go down more. But I don't want to go down too far, because then if you get a bunch of snow out there, oh, went under there we shouldn't. And this is weird how this exhausts, so this should be kind of out the top, you'd think, and then out. Normally that's how you would exhaust something, but let's go, should have enough if we go to 20 inch. Ooh, I don't know about that. May not have enough pipe then. "20" Something's telling me that's going to be too short. That's going to bring it down to about here. Yeah, it's going to be too short. Oh! So 25 inch I think we're going to have to go with. Or maybe right at 24 inch. Because we still got to get through the wall cavity here, and then through the plywood, and then the siding, which I'm going to cut a bigger hole out so it doesn't melt that too, right? Because that would suck. So what are we thinking, 24 inch? "24 inch. 24 inch. 24 inch. Okay, let's see where that's going to come out here. Actually, probably see that here now. We're 24. Yeah, that should be all right. Still might have to move that bench, which would kind of suck, but okay. Let the old guy get down here again. 24-inch. Knees just don't want to work anymore. Ooh, that still might not be, that still might not work, because we got to get it. And I guess I can bend her that way too, right? So we can access a bit more that way. I just have to flare that guy out and around. That should be enough. We still got, if we get it to bend and then bend it over, somehow keep it over there. I'd rather not get it too close to the foam here though. Although it's supposed to be fire resistant stuff, but still gives us 8-inch to go out the wall. I think I can make that work. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just drill a little hole. Whoa, old. Let me just drill a little hole out there. And we'll see where we end up. I have to change this to this guy here though. Grab the battery. And where's that coming off? Okay, we're through. Now I got to carve off some of this foam stuff here, so I'm going to need a scraper or something, I guess. Okay. Now, I'm going to try. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it's way over there now. I want to try to. You know what? I don't know how flame resistant this foam is. And this thing's potentially going to get warm. I don't know how warm, but that's the trouble with it. It's great for not catching fire, but it's really good for holding heat. So we'll have to maybe draw around it or something here. Because I'm going to need a little bit of wood to screw this thing together. So we'll come out maybe a little bit wider than it. I should see how flamey resistant this stuff is. Pretty cool stuff though. Spray foam. Too bad it's so bloody expensive. It's like cutting a pizza. So that spot there, we got probably 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. It's definitely not enough. Would have been nice to have this whole cavity filled, but I noticed when I was spraying that stuff, I'm like, ooh, this, I better hurry up here because this stuff's really expensive and it's not going to go very far, I didn't think. So somewhere there. Ooh, that nail, there's a nail right there holding that siding there that just clears that. Perfect. Perfect. So, yeah, so 1/2 of this will be on one side, 1/2 will be on the other, and I'm going to cut out well, I got a 4-inch hole saw. Now that I got the hole through the siding there, when it becomes daytime, we'll probably drill the biggest I've got through the siding, so it keeps that farthest away. So I think this thing was just about 3-inch. No, it's 3. Ooh, bigger than I thought. 3 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Let me grab that hole saw kit here. And well, no, I got a big one here. We could cut her big and then just fill it in with the red silicone, right? What is the biggest hole saw I've got here? Let's have a look. So, that one's a 7/8. And that one's a, doesn't say. Okay. And this one's another doesn't say. Maybe they don't say. This is a whole giant kit of these things. So that's our biggest one. And I think that's the one I used when I drilled the siding for that pipe to go through for the other furnace. So that should be lots wide. Kind of looks like a clutch now, doesn't it? That should be lots wide, and then I can silicone around the other stuff on the outside. Just about perfect there. Okay. So that's a job we'll have to do when it gets brighter out. Just probably use my little drill guy here. This thing has, it might be interesting now that I've already, what the heck? How does this work? Oh, that goes, nope. What's going on here? All right, I'm not too sure now. I know I got, no, that's not right for there. Okay. Okay, I'm confused. Am I missing something? I got this guy here. Something's not right here. I should have a like that shape to go, but I don't see that on here now. I'm missing something? What's going on here? Am I missing something? That doesn't fit in there, although I've had that on there when I drilled the other one. I think this maybe has to come off of here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what we're needing. There we go. That's our shape thing in there. Okay. I had to figure that out again. I haven't used this forever. And that goes on there. Except I think I might have screwed that up. Yep. We'll figure it out. You figure it out, and then I figure it out, and then we both figured it out. There we go. Now we might be getting somewhere. Nope. I gotta go on this side. And that goes through there, right? There we go. Now we got her. I think. Oh, I just cannot use that hand yet. Ugh. Even that hurt. Okay. That thing should drive that. Should. That's only gear 1, 2. Ready to go speed 2. I don't need it that fast. Shouldn't take long to blow through that stuff. It actually cut through pretty good last time. I thought it might have buggered up all the siding on the outside, but it actually just carved right through real nice. Now it's going to be a bit more interesting that I've already drilled a hole through it, but it's not that far off. It should be all right. Because this is supposed to design to hold the bit from wobbling, so if you got a hole already there, it's going to go all over the place. So we got silicone, though we can fill it in. Ooh, that's maybe not good. A little bit of playing them gears in that thing now there, bud. All right, there's a bunch of other little ones here too. They even have a couple other small ones, and that's a 7/8, another 7/8. Interesting. Oh wait a minute, that's the wrong pack. There's another bunch of them here too. And that one's a 19 mil or 3/4 inch. It's quite a bunch of different sizes in that kit. That was an Amazon special. So it is. Pretty cool. Come in a little case even. Why not, eh? Used the one big one there once, and that was about it. So I am interested to see what happens to this spray foam if it gets too hot. Let's go outside here maybe, and we'll just see if we can put the torch to this stuff, see what happens. Well, I think it's probably going to burn like crazy, but yeah, it does pretty good. It burns. It definitely burns. So it stinks too. So, anyways, that's maybe not such a good thing. But, ooh, that kind of really stinks too. Shouldn't smell that, breathe that stuff probably. Kind of smells like, if you guys remember, the older guys might remember those, there's a special name for them. They're like a snake thing you light on fire, remember at fireworks time, and they grow these big things. It smells like that. Kind of gross. Now that was a lot of heat, mind you. I just poured to that. But yeah, that stuff definitely would go up in your house pretty quick. That's too bad. They should have a little bit more fire-resistant stuff. Now that was direct flame, mind you, though. This isn't going to be a direct flame. It's going to be heat, so. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to figure that out. It might get too hot going through the wall here. I don't know. We just will have to really keep an eye on it when it's running, because that could be dangerous. Nah, the heck with it. You know what? I got a light. I should do this when it was brighter out, but we got lights. I think we can do this. So there's a little hole. I gotta sneak in front of you for a second. There's our little hole right there. Good, I can see the tar paper and everything in there. And let's see if we can drill this here. Oh, geez, what that hit? Uh-oh. Yeah, this thing doesn't grip too well anymore. Uh-oh, now we're losing the bit. Oh, he's jumping. Jeez, bud. Probably should have done this in the bright. What is going on here? Yeah, we're through the top. We don't have our... Man, this thing just doesn't want to stay tight. We're through, bud. Yeah, I got siding in my thing there. That's good. We got a nail right there. That's didn't interfere. We even cut a nice gasket out there. Excellent. I might pull that nail out of here though. Okay, give me a sec. All right, we'll pull this nail out of here, I guess. Come on, babe. Yeah. And see if I can drill this other hole. I don't know if I'm going to go any much further than this tonight, but uh-oh. Can I go faster? Oh, it doesn't like that. A lot of drag. Maybe this battery's croaking already on me. I do have another battery. Oh, geez, maybe we're almost through. There we go, we got a hole in our wall. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, that went pretty slick. Let's have a look inside. Alright, yes we do. We have a hole in the wall. Alright, that should be good. So now these guys should kind of mount there. We'll have to get down there and drill and get one side down there and drill the holes through and get her mounted in there. But I think that's as far as I'm going to head tonight with it. We'll leave that until I think we better have more light outside. Now that I got a big hole in my wall, what do I do with that? I guess I could just maybe no, that's not going to work, is it? Yeah, that'll work for tonight anyways. Alright, well, that's good. We got a little bit more work to do here though and get that guy to vent. Ooh, we should try. This put a handle down this way. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we got about 3 inches sticking outside. I think that'll work. We'll have to, of course, finagle it here a little bit back and forth, but when it goes through this guy in the wall, come on, baby. That should be all right. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. You guys might not like this setup too much, but that's what I got, so. Oh, crap. That didn't work too well, did it? Well, you know what? They gave us these nice, sweet gloves. Just for that purpose. There we go. Alright, that should be all the holes we got to drill for that. We have to drill little holes for the bolts to go through. And a little bit of messing around, and then hopefully some of that red silicone kind of helped with the heat dissipation. And we should be good. Okay, so what I mentioned earlier, I found this on Marketplace. Pretty good price, I thought. It doesn't look like it's really been used much. We're going to have a look at her in another day here. Feels kind of floppy to why. Guess that's right. This handle feels a little floppy though, like it needs tightened up here. This is, if you don't know what this is, because I should have said what it is. This is a ice auger for ice fishing. I guess it's supposed to be like that. Okay. Isograph ice fishing. This is a 4-stroke engine on this. See? 4-cycle unleaded fuel. Somewhere. And I'm not really sure where. Oh, there. There's a little oil filler thing here. Let's get you up a little higher. So it's a true 4-stroke. I don't know if you check it this way or... I don't really see any oil in it. That's maybe not a good thing. Come with a manual. I got to read that, of course, which is good. What the heck's going on here? Is that one of these? Oh yeah, there's a bit of oil in there. It's kind of milky though. The guy said he changed it every. I change it every year. Okay. What is going on there? Isn't that weird? There. So a 4-stroker. That's kind of neat. Still looks like it's got the old traditional 2-stroke carburetor on it though. And smells kind of gassy. It's kind of gross looking down in there maybe. But this is something that you'd fire up, and then shut it off. You're done for the day. Good compression in it, so that's good. Choke and stuff. Fuel line's pretty hard, so we might change that. The primer's not terrible bad, but might change that fuel line because it feels like it's getting hard. I presume it would have a diaphragm too in it. I don't really know. It looks like it almost needs a new primer bulb, although it's still working. Yeah, sweet. Tiny little spark plug in it. It feels like it's kind of sitting on this thing. It's floppy. Why? Is it loose? Are these loose? I got a pretty good deal, and I got it for like, they wanted $225, and I think I got it for $200. Of course, it comes with the bit too. It's got an 8-inch bit that goes on. I didn't bring it in though, but it comes with everything. So there's the little Allen key for tightening the bit on. So that's for there. So these things are really expensive new, like $650,000 for these. Seems kind of expensive to me for that. But the guy said he's getting out of it, so there's an on and off switch down here too on the handle, which is kind of handy. But we'll get looking at her here. We'll pull the plug out if I can get that guy out of there. It's pretty tiny. And I got to figure out, I guess you would check the oil like this, you know, when it's up. That kind of makes sense to me there. When it's up, straight up. You guys need to be back more, sorry. It's alright, yeah, as soon as you check the oil up like this, it's just, really see a whole lot in there. Like I say, I got the manual, so there's some in there, but it's pretty dirty looking. Hopefully it runs. I don't know. Might have just wasted another $200. You never know, right? This is a Strike Master Strike Light 2 4-stroke power. Wah, wah, wah. Seems funny that it's moving on the thing in here, though. It's like it's loose in here. But that doesn't seem to go any tighter. Although it looks like it's kind of been broken open. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll have to look at her. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. And you guys have a good day. We'll get this heater thing mounted up here soon. Shouldn't take long. Just, you know, get that flange put together there and run the guy out and throw some silicone around. I kind of want to do the silicone when it's warmer out. It's, I don't have my watch with me, but it's not been really warm. It's supposed to get warm, I think, in the next week or so. Again, so if it's even 6 or 7 degrees out, which was really weird for this time of year here, that would be alright too. So, then we'll run the pipe out and then, I guess, run the heater and see how hot it gets. If it gets too hot, then I guess I'll have to do something else. I don't know. Huh. Should probably have a bigger tube with like some insulation batting in there kind of thing, and then run it out. That would let the heat not kind of get through kind of thing, but we'll try this and see. But anyways, thanks again. Catch us all later, and you guys have a good one.